And good morning. Welcome to Today to Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Few. Still a big Sunday fun day to get to, but let's recap all the stakes action from yesterday. We had another super stake Saturday here for you at Laurel Park yesterday. Let's start with race 3, the $100,000 What a Summer Victim of Love, a $21 upset winner in there. Nice ride by Weston Hamilton for Todd Beatty, 4-year-old daughter of Speightstown. Victim of Love, she was dead game. The 3 needs supervision. Who was your favorite? She finished in second. She was my top pick. She got beat.
Once again, she got away slowly. Broke out a little bit slow, then bumped around, had to steady. It was kind of similar to the trip she got a couple races back where she won.
Kept.
Yeah, she was able to overcome that. Well, not yesterday. She closed up okay to get up for the place. But that winner, Moisture was in the track. Victim of Love. That was the one thing I threw that horse into the mix yesterday because of that. Specific breeding to handle an off track. Got it yesterday and kind of toyed with the horse Hey Mama Luke to the inside and opened up upper stretch. It was over right then and there.
Yeah, it was her first time on an off track, and good point about her liking the off track. She got a high Tomlinson number 450.
Who's she by again? She was
Speightstown.
Yeah,
Having awesome again there.
There you
so
go.
Victim of Love, $21 in the What a Summer. We had a heavy favorite in the Geisha. Anna's Bandit went off 1-5 or something, and she got beat. It was an eventful stretch. Artful Splatter was in front and kind of made a right-hand turn, but was well clear of Anna's Bandit. There was an objection by everybody, but there was a long look by the stewards, and you look at everything, and when Artful Splatter came over, she was still, 2-3 lengths in front?
Yeah, she was clear. She ducked out from the left-handed stick just past the 8th pole. Anna's Bandit, to the credit, I mean, X-Man did miss a beat. I mean, here's a guy that handles gates when they're in the way, right? When he was riding the horse of Pimlico years back. Ducked back down to the inside and made a valiant charge to just come up short. I know they looked at it a long time, so we'll see what happens after that. But, Anna's Bandit, awfully game. Artful Splatter giving the owner, James Wolfe, right, his first stakes win, all those winners he's had.
What a claim. They claimed the Maryland-bred filly by Bandbox. They claimed her for $16,000 last September. They won 3 in a row. Now a big win. They beat Anna's Bandit in the Geisha. So Artful Splatter, that gave Alex Cintron his first stake win of the day. He wouldn't be done. Kieran McGee, big win there with Artful Splatter. So the Jennings, we had Always Mining go off a heavy favorite in the Jennings, and he's back in top form. He ran a big race. Pimentel, nice ride there on Always Mining for trainer Kelly Rubley.
Yeah, he sat the trip, just kind of tracking 3 wide. Bustoff got out there, was clear, was used to do so. But Always Mining, I thought it was a good effort. I don't think it was his top effort. He kind of laid in a little bit late and was pretty much fully extended to win. Moving forward, I think the preliminary buy was a 91, still a solid fig. But, I don't know. I might have wanted to see a little bit more out of him, but I can't take anything away from him. He's been a really, really nice racehorse, has Always Mining. So, and what about credit to John Jones? I mean, he went right to his nose at the start, Stan.
Yeah, I was just looking up. I'm sorry. Always Mining got a 91 buyer yesterday. Yeah, John Jones, bad stumble at the break, overcame that. He was still running at the end as well.
Yes, he was. He was made a move, had to accelerate inside, used early, got position, shifted out, made a couple runs to come back and close the gap late. So, maybe Always Mining. He let's just say right now he is who he is right now. He's about that kind of lower to mid 90s kind of racehorse, and which is going to make you a lot of money if you can keep doing that. Yep. So Always Mining. We wrapped it up with Honor the Fleet, right, and the Fire Plug.
Yeah, Honor the Fleet. He got a 95 buyer, so he ran the best race of the day. What a race that was! There was 3, 4, 5 of them coming down to the wire. And Honor the Fleet was dead game on the inside. Tenacious 6-year-old for Louis Albatrani. Alex Cintron gets his second stakes win of the day, a $15 horse here. Honor the Fleet scores a 95 buyer speed figure. Just looking at the tweet by Dan Illman from DRF about the buyers from yesterday. So, it's a nice. He won. You talked about the horse in the early show. He had a big win coming off the layoff late November against 3 other than Allowance Company. He galloped that day by 3. Now he's now a 5-time winner at Laurel Park.
He showed a lot of talent early on in his career. You heard the trainer afterwards. They had to deal with some issues along the way. Right. It's kind of been an interesting ride all the way back to where he's at right now. But I give credit to Cintron for that ride. got away cleanly. Got a little bit of a precarious position after about a furlong, had to rate back. He was caught between horses. Then he was patient around the turn, was able to get through along the rail. I think he figured that rail was going to come open, as it does a lot here, it seems. But it comes open. The horse gives up the inside and dead game, a duel to the wire to get up. Go back and watch that opening furlong. Maybe 3/16 of a mile was pretty tricky. Arch Cat got in some trouble, had to check behind horses. A couple horses did not have the most comfortable trips, I should say, in that race. So go back and watch that rerun a couple times. You might come up with something good for next time.
Well, the patient handling for Honor of the Fleet is paying off. He's a 6-year-old. He's only run 15 times. He was 0 for 3 in 2018. Only 1 for 3 in 2019, but he starts off 2020 with a big win, a big stakes win, rewarding the connections of Frank DeMarco and Louis Albatrani. So 4 big stake races that lived up to the billing yesterday. We had a big crowd here yesterday. Handle was good, and here we go. Sunday, we have a nice carryover in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. There it is. That's going to start race 3 today on the big 8-race program, a little shy of 2,500 for the Rainbow Pick 6 starting in race 3. It's Championship Sunday. You can watch all the action right here at Laurel Park in the sports book on that 75-foot LED wall. That's like 25 yards on a football yard, on a football field. It's the biggest, most gigantic TV screen you're going to find in Maryland. Grab a couch or a table. That's where I'd be hanging out today in the sports book, watching all the simulcast action. First playoff game gets underway at 3?
3
and then
o'clock.
the second game at 6:40. The early game, Kansas City, Tennessee. Man, Baltimore should be in that game. It should be Kansas City at Baltimore. But I don't think they beat Tennessee. Nobody can tackle that running back. He's a monster.
He's tough, Derrick Henry. If he's
You can't
able to
tackle him.
establish himself early,
Yeah.
it could be a long day. And it just, but on the flip side, it's hard to keep that offense down for Mahomes and company for Kansas City. They've got weapons galore. He's very versatile. He can move. Similar trait, of Lamar Jackson. Quick. Throws on the run. That should be a really, really good game. At 7.5.
I take the points.
I like Tennessee maybe early, especially if you don't maybe play the first half line with Tennessee and see how it develops from there.
Okay, we'll have all those options here, but before you know it,
can we get them, please?
Right around the corner. It's coming to
that's what
Laurel
we
Park.
want.
It'll
Come
be in
on.
the sports book. You can bet all the football. It's right around the corner. I hope so. Trust me. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's show a picture of the main track. All right, lots of rain yesterday. No rain right now, but there's a picture of the track. Your thoughts on a muddy, sealed track this afternoon?
Yeah, muddy and sealed. I thought, that rain ended, kind of early evening, didn't it, for the most part? But the breeze is picking up. They're going to keep working on this racetrack. By looking at things, they keep squeezing out. We'll probably get the good. I don't know if we'll get the fast, but we could certainly get the good during the course of this card. But and just we'll keep an eye out if any trends develop. First 3 or 4 races, you can't jump to conclusions. You got to watch a few races go by, and then we'll see from there. But we're going to start off muddy and sealed, but clear. Sun is shining. Not a bad day to get outside as well.
Yep. All right, here we go. Race 1's going to kick off the Rolling Super High 5. That features a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5 mandatory payout on the early pick 5 industry low 12% takeout. It paid $10,000 a few days ago here at Laurel Park. I have a ticket for both pick 5s today. You can study my tickets, all of our tickets and picks for today on the website, laurelpark.com, under the handicapping section. Some press releases about all the stakes action from yesterday as well. You can read about all the stake races on the website at laurelpark.com. So there's my ticket. I'm 4 deep here. There's an even money favored here in race 1. It's a maiden 10. Don't ever take an even money favorite in a maiden 10. So I go 4 deep here. I use the 1, 2, 6, 7 to kick it off. My single is going to be Claudio Gonzalez, Alex Centron with the 1, Ankle Monitor. 3-year-old filly is going to be an even money favorite in race 2. I don't think they can beat her coming from the Gin Talkin', maybe Naughty Thoughts, but I'll go with Centron and Claudio. My single with Ankle Monitor, the 1 horse, race 2 All right, so
Okay.
there's you can study the rest of that ticket on the website. $32 ticket. Here we go. Let's take a look. Race 1. We're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming 10,000. Straight 3-year-olds. Even money here on the 6. Make us smile for Bob Caceres. Jorge Ria's going to ride again, but beaten favored last out at what? At 1 to 5, 2 to 5. Got well beat. Got beat by 4 lengths last time on a muddy track. So I think suspect once again today. We both pick against the even money favored. Let's start with your top pick here. The 2, Determined Chance for Schoenthal. You get Jevion Toledo aboard.
Yeah, here's a kind of little bit of a desperation move, but they went awfully fast last time. Look at those internals, 22, 45, and 4. Charm City Band, we know, has plenty of speed, has brought it since. There's the breeding. Despite the odds, is by Speightstown. I'm going to take a shot here. Moisture in this racetrack. We've got to get to the front. I don't want this horse chasing. I want this horse on the lead. Hopefully he can go wire to wire, 2 doors down. The numbers are going in the right direction. That's the only reason, because I'm going to try to beat this favorite with Make Us Smile, 2 doors down, as a horse that might be able to kind of rally in late for a piece. 2, 7, 6, 4. And Stan, how about the early pick 5 payout yesterday? You had a 480 winner to start it, always mining to end it. 4,900 it paid.
The early pick 5
Yeah,
paid 4,900.
How about that? Yes, how about that?
Well, you got the low 12% takeout.
Man.
Paid 10,000 a few days before that. 4,900 yesterday for the early pick 5. How about my top pick here? The 1, Total Access, an okay third last out at this level on a muddy track. Angel Cruz aboard for John Salzman Jr. has been hanging around at this level the last 3 starts. I'll take a shot here with Total Access. Going to slip away at a decent price.
Yeah, lifetime best on a muddy sealed surface is what he's going to get this afternoon. Almost got to Make Us Smile late as that one was backing up. Maybe he can kind of sit and make a run into it. I don't think he wants to be used too hard early to get that position, but certainly could be a factor, I think, in your exact is and try 2-7-6-4. For me, I'll throw Table Max in there as well. A horse that took play in debut. Blinkers on Angle has been a good one here for these younger horses with Hamilton Smith.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4. You like the early pick 4 today. Let's check out your ticket and see how you play it.
Yeah, we've got a really affordable $12 ticket. 1-2-5, Princess Katie, just for the fact, a big jump up off the claim last time, but the horses to beat, clearly these fillies, Naughty Thoughts and Ankle Monitor. Ankle Monitor yet to be proven on a wet surface. Maybe that's a little edge to the 2, but we're going to go 1-2-5 to get you started. 1-2-4-5 in the third. That's a good horse race. The starter optional 3 in life. Some horses that are on the improve. Some horses shortening up in distance. Successful Zip maybe once again breeding for an off track to pull a minor upset in there. I think a lot of plays going to come in on Buddy's Run in the entry. Anybody out of that entry, because that's the one thing I did not get.
In race 3?
Yeah, race 3, yeah.
Yes, to scratch the 1 flat out. Beautiful.
Okay, that was going to be the one that was going to take the most money. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, and 6. Tap and Cat, Hammer and Hammer in the fourth. We're going to wrap it up with a single. Bird Traffic here for Kieran.
I like Bird Traffic. I have that filly on top there in race 5. Let's take a look here at race 2. We're going a flat mile, 16,000 starter allowance for straight 3-year-old fillies or optional claiming 16,000. The 1, Ankle Monitor, and the 2, Naughty Thoughts, your 2 heavy favorites in this race. They both exit the Gin Talking late December. Let's show you that race. Going 7 furlongs on a fast track, $100,000 Gin Talking Ankle. Here's the start of that race.
Yeah, Ankle Monitor, a little bit tight at the break. We're going to watch this one more time as I rewind it. A little break to the inside, and then has to steady, gets squeezed out of there. And, she doesn't really have a ton of natural speed, so she kind of had to gather herself, let her get settled, and then bring that run. Naughty Thoughts, a big effort. Made a move into a pretty brisk pace. Moves just to even terms here in mid-stretch. Ankle Monitor keeps grinding. Bella Aurora farthest out is going to get the job done for Trombetta. Boy, is she been, she's been good turf or dirt. She's even better, it looks like, on the dirt. But Ankle Monitor grinding to get up. I tell you, Naughty Thoughts didn't have an easy trip either, going into the teeth of a pretty good pace there as well. These two, tough to separate in race number 2. And then you've got lurking second time Claudia Princess Katie, who absolutely galloped. Strong final quarter, facing a little bit of a class test here. But I tell you, you can't dismiss this one in a short field here.
She
so,
galloped last out. You're getting 5 pounds off with the bug. Victor Rosales, Victor and Claudio, 36% together. So, yeah, the 5, Princess Katie, I use in my exacta. She's live at 9-2. But I think Ankle Monitor, you have her on top. She's the horse to beat. And Aldi Thoughts, she'll be right there as well. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 is going to kick off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Nice little carryover today, a little shy of 2,500 for the Rainbow Pick 6. Tim Tullock, he has a ticket for it. Let's check it out real quick, see how he plays it. $86.40 play. He goes with the 1A, the 2, and the 4 here in race 3. His single is going to come in race 6. He singles there on the 7, Warm. Big win last out against 2 other than Allowance Company. She's right back in for the same level. I have her on top. Tyler Connor aboard for Kieran McGee, the 7, Warm. Going to be your favorite there. Race 6, that's one of our features of the day. We have a bunch of nice allowance races today. Race 6, one of our features. So here we go. Race 3, going 7 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance for 4 and up. Never won 3 are the conditions. Scratch to 1, flat out beautiful. The 1A in here, Military Hop does run. I end up on the 4, 4-2, 2-4 we have on top here. Buddy's run for Claudio. Sharp win last out. Victor Carrasco rides his 4-year-old colt by Street Sense today. That was a 16,002 life last out. Steps up to the starter allowance condition today, but beat a next out winner with that last win. Ran a lifetime best 77 buyer, so this colt's going in the right direction. We both use Buddy's run.
And he may have it even a little bit easier on the front end as well today. Successful Zip, I think he's going to be the one. If anybody might be able to upset him, he might get first run as well. Certainly bred. You see Successful Appeal there. Strong off-track breeding. Nobody was going to catch Spicy Meatball in that race on December the 13th. Just ran away and hid. He did all the dirty work, but was very willing to hold the place. I think this horse can stalk, make a move into it. Maybe these two kind of go on with it from the quarter pole. How about Time Flies By, though, for Bobby Leaf? This one's all right. Likes a wet track, 4 starts, 2 seconds and a third. We're going to go back a few races to November the 1st. And Brooks Robinson alone on the lead here. But I tell you, Time Flies By. He makes it just a really strong run. It's going to miss late rallying. You see him there in the yellow cap, white blinkers with the chest plate. Just going to miss here by a neck. So he doesn't need the setup. He's proven that. He's proven he's good on a wet track. A recent work, blistering 34-2. Maybe he's sitting on a top effort again. I don't know if he can get back to that 80, but I tell you what, if he can get back to maybe a mid-70, that's going to put him in the hunt in here. I think he makes a run off the pace.
I didn't get to him. He's 0 for 4 on an off track, but 2 big seconds in the off going. Big 8-1 there on the 5. Time Flies By. I go 4-8. You don't have the 8 there. Mice and Men, a good third at this level last out behind Successful Zeb. Weston Hamilton had a stakes win yesterday. He rides his 5-year-old for Dale Capuano. So I think Mice and Men can get a piece of it. Should be able to get a nice stalking trip on the outside.
It's a tricky little race. You've got Buddy's Run, who looks like the speed of the speed, and then you've got Successful Zip. The rest of them are kind of those mid-pack kind of horses. It's 7/8. It's a little bit tricky with a surface like that. Will the speeds kind of get away from them? And they've all kind of got that grinding style to try to get up. They might need some help on the front end to do it. And some sketchy form, to say the least. A bunch of in and outers in here in race number 3. But Buddy's Run, we know he's proven he is definitely in form here for Gonzalez.
Yep. All right, so nice starter allowance there. Race 3 to kick off the pick 6. Late pick 5 starts in race 4. No carryover in the late pick 5. They hit it yesterday. But as always, that industry low 12% takeout on all the pick 5s. Let's check out my ticket. $48 late pick 5. I go 4 deep here. Race 4 is a nice 2 other than allowance condition. I used the 1, 2, 5, 6 here in race 4. I go 4, 5 there in the 5th race. That's a nice allowance race. Another feature in race 6. That's a 2 other than for Philly Mares going a mile. I'll single on the 7 Warm there for Kieran McGee. Then I'm 3 deep there. It's an open nickel. Race 7, I'll go with the 1, 3, 8. Then a nickel 2 life Philly Mares 5.5. And the finale, I'll go with the 1, 3, 4, 5 there. See if I can get some prices along the way.
What do they say at the bingo hall after you get the winning card? That's a good bingo. That looks like a good bingo right there. And Warm, I've got her line too high at 9-5. I think I went back and looked at some other things. She's probably going to be about even money, 6-5 when it's all said and done. So I don't know how much value you're going to get there, but I like that ticket, Stan. Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look here at race 4. We're going a mile. This race, one of 2 second-level allowance conditions we have today. Optional claiming 35,000. This race for 4 and up. The 2 Tappin' Cat is going to be one of your favorites. So is the 6 Hammer and Amber. Let's start here. We'll start with the 6, all right? We'll start with Hammer and Amber. We have a video spotlight on this 6-year-old Maryland bred by Jumpstart. Here's the race from late December coming off the layoff.
Yeah, off from May. Middle of May to late December. A barn change. Was previously trained by Brad Cox. And I thought Hammer and Amber in this race was going to kind of be up closer to the lead. He's been close to the lead in the past, but they took a rating hold of this horse, rating tactics, and I think the whole object was, hey, moving forward, we want this horse to cover more ground. We need him to finish, and I tell you, he does just that. A great ride by Sheldon, saving ground around the turn, shifts out. But Musical America on the front end just was dominant this afternoon, a big number, and Musical America came back, ran at Aqueduct in a 2 other than 62.5, and ran a big number of a 96. But hey, Hammer and Amber, this is a good run, good sustained run off of that layoff. I think you can bring it back. Midnight Act is going to be your speed. The 4-horse coming in for Penn National. Tappin' Cat, Toughest Hombre, they both like to be close. But shorter field, I think maybe the same tactics. Sheldon just drops in, takes a little cover, and gets his horse to finish up the final quarter mile.
All right, so the 6 is going to be tough. I use Hammer and Amber in my exacta. The Russell gang, they're doing well. They just got beat with Benintendi yesterday. Bob won a horse race that way.
Yeah, and I think it was a good buyer, too. I mean, I think it came up like an 86, 87 yesterday for the winner. What a horse race. How about Bobby G the last couple stretch runs that he's been involved in?
Yeah, I would have felt bad for him if he got beat yesterday.
Jeez.
But Russell, the Russells, they won a race earlier in the card yesterday.
Yeah, they did. So Gracious won the opener. The maiden got it done.
That's right. All right, so Hammer and Amber is going to be tough. We both used the 6. I have the 5 on top here. Toughest Hombre at 3-1. Caramano's on this 7-year-old for trainer Damon Del Devico, a real big second at this level. Last out just got beat a half length, 86 buyer speed figure. That was late November. Was put up. Had some got put up via the DQ in that race. So right back in this level for the $35,000 claiming tag, 86 buyer, and then they wait about 6 weeks in between races. I love that spacing, so I'll go with the 5 Toughest Hombre on top.
Yeah, I tell you, the 2, the Tapping Cat, he beat Toughest Hombre. Eventually, I'm sorry, got DQ'd, though, but got the better after a horror trip. Well, Tappin' Cat came back on the 27th of December in that race we just showed you, the Musical America Hammer and Amber race, and got trouble again. Can we show that, guys? And this is just, I think, what just took a little bit of the starch out of this horse. The slow break kind of goes to the inside at the break. You see that. Gives up spotting to feel like a length and a half, 2 lengths. That rail at a mile, that's a tough spot to come out of. And then just kind of moves up inside and goes up into contention. Look at this, just kind of cruises up to join the pace flow. He's going to join Musical America. But I tell you, that's just enough to take enough out of that horse. Still held on, only beaten 4 lengths when it was all said and done. I think Tapping Cat will sit there and just with a better break and sit and stalk and move into it. But, they reunite again, Tapping Cat and Toughest Hombre.
All right, so we both used the 2. We like the same 4 horses here. In race 4. How about the 1 Harper's first ride for Claudio? A sharp win, 2 back here at Laurel Park on a fast track, and then I don't know what they were doing going up to Aqueduct with the Maryland bred. They'd won 2 races in a row off the claim. He's a Maryland bred. You get the Maryland bred bonus here in Maryland. They must have owed somebody a favor up there in New York or something going up there. And,
I don't know.
And look what happened. They got beat 12 lengths.
He just kind of ran around the racetrack, didn't he?
Right, right. So he could bounce back. If he runs back to that 85 we saw mid-November, he's right back in the hunt.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, so nice horse race here. 2 other than to kick off the late pick 5. Let's get a quick commercial break. Late pick 4 starts in race 5. Another nice allowance race. We'll check it out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Nice first level allowance condition for you. Race 5, Philly Mares 4 and up. We're going a flat mile, scratch to 3, appealing honor. Nice 6-horse field in this race. Let's start with the 4, our top pick, Bird Traffic, 4-year-old daughter of Cross Traffic for Kieran McGee and owner James Wolfe. Trevor McCarthy will ride. McCarthy was aboard last out, first off the claim against Starter Allowance, 3 Life Company, going a mile on a sloppy track. She runs a lifetime best, 73 buyer on a sloppy track. So she obviously likes the new connection. She likes Pimlico, and she loved a sloppy track last out, and she loved Trevor McCarthy as well. So she gets McCarthy in a sloppy track today. So Bird Traffic in a good spot.
Yeah, I think her stablemate there, Dr. Ann, is going to be part of that paceful, along with Hell of a Fire on the outside. Bird Traffic, Hell of a Fire, I think they're the two that are going to vie for favoritism in this race. Hell of a Fire coming out of some tougher races, maybe up at Parks, Penn National, and some 2 other thens. We've got a little stat here for Alfredo Velasquez. He had another winner the other day. Last 2 years on the dirt of Laurel, he's 4 for 15, 27%, and 8 for 15 in the money, with an ROI of 268. Had that winner Talia Ladybug at 7-1. Hope you had him along with us the other day. That helped boost that ROI. So yeah, Hell of a Fire I think is going to be part of that flow. Will hang around. She's proven at Laurel Park. She likes this racetrack. She's run well here. But Bird Traffic, one of my better bets of this afternoon. Kieran McGee, how about this the last couple of days? You know, you see Claudio win and everything. Right. This barn is back with big time right now. 11 for 32 the last 30 days with an ROI of 271. And you were talking about this second time in the barn, right? Ran a top number last time, didn't he?
Yep.
Or didn't she, I should say. How about this? The past 2 years on the dirt. Second off of a claim, which we got today, off of a top number, which is what we've got today. He's 38%, Stan, with an ROI of 333. And they've done quite well with the fillies and mares, no doubt about it. I like Bird Traffic right back. Trevor stays, stalking a pounce.
All right, we both have the 4 on top. I have the 5 in my exacta. You don't use her at all. Mama D for Claudio just got beat at this level last out, or just got beat a neck. Maybe the buyer came back a little bit low, but Cintron back aboard. She has early speed. She's a 2-time winner here at Laurel, 2-time winner on the off-going. First start on an 2-time winner going a mile. This will be her first start in the off-going for this Tapazar filly. So your thoughts here on the 5 Mama D?
I mean, she's got a shot. I mean, I've got 4 up there. I don't, Queen of Muskoka would shock the world if she hit the board right. But everybody else in here has got a little shot to be part of this. No doubt about it. Mama D has been consistent. She's another one, sits kind of mid-pack out of weight. Was able to lay close to a slower fractions last time. But she's going to get good position. Dr. Ann goes from the inside. Maybe Dr. Ann for Kieran again is going to be like Artful Splatter, right? Just kind of zoom to the inside and dictate. Yeah. So she's tough to leave out as well. But, yeah, both the Claudio's horses, Mama D and My Queen Michelle, a little bit similar running styles. My Queen Michelle definitely did have some trouble last time out.
All right, so a real nice stretch of races. Races 2 and 3 are starter allowances. Race 4 is a 2 other than. First level allowance there in race 5. Another big feature here in race 6. So let's turn the page here. We both have the 4 on top there in race 5. Race 6 going to kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. We're going a flat mile, second level allowance condition. Optional claiming $35,000 for filly and mares 4 and up. Let's start here with the 7. We both have the 7 on top here. Warms, your 9-5 morning line favorite. Let's show you the big win late December at this 2 other than level. She was in for the claiming price this race, and she won. So now she's in protected for the allowance condition today.
$1.80 to 1 that day. She's going to be on. I've got her 9-5. I think she's going to be a little bit lower. And we were wondering if she could bounce back up off the mat. That was the day Beach Diva rode the good rail and just kept on going. Warren made a move at her and just kind of faded through the stretch. But look at the patience Tyler Connor shows this day. Just rating just off the rail, shifts out 4 wide. Cruz is on by the leader. Is going to widen by a length and a half, length and 3/4 to hold firm under steady pressure here late. Warm, We were wondering why she went in for the tag. Had the big win, then a loss. I didn't really know what to make of her here, but it looks like she's proven right back on her game. So again, Lady Vicky, I think, goes ahead and goes. This 2-horse, Warm's going to get a similar, trip of just kind of stalking and making a bid into it. Lady Vicky might stretch him a long, long way, third off the layoff. What about It's a Journey? Out of that same Warm race, she's been consistent. She shows a little bit of a rating ability to make a move into it. It's just overcoming inside, getting position early, and showing me that second run. Is she going to be able to make it? But she's been pretty consistent. I'm going to use her in the mix. 7-1-3-2. Lucy's Town goes second off the claim here for Kelly Breen.
Yeah, an okay effort down there at Gulfstream. We have that race early December, the claiming Crown Glass Slipper. She was 13-1 in this race. Let's take a look. December 7th down there at Gulfstream. We have the video. She's the 3-horse in this race.
Yeah, and jumps up and runs well first off the claim. Number jumped up to a 79 by her, about 13 points, right? Off the pace, got maybe a little bit further back than she liked, but still giving effort to the wire. And horses came out of that race to run big. Cuddle Kitten ran big, so key race out of there. And a little stat here for Kelly Breen, the last 3 years on the dirt. He's had 28% second off the claim. She's shown some tactical speed in the past, and she might just get that kind of set up today, sitting a few lengths off of it. But, I do fear Lucy's Town a little bit here with Trevor.
All right, it's a nice 2 other than feature there. Race 6, let's turn the page. Race 7 will kick off the late daily double. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000 filly mares 4 and up, a wide open nickel here in race 7. I have the 3 on top, Sierra Leona for trainer Phil Schoenthal, a 5-year-old mare by Preakness winner Point Given. Let's show you the race from January 9th. First off the claim, Schoenthal claimed her for a nickel, steps up to the 12-5. She's, almost 6-1 this day, and pulls off the big upset with Charlie Marquez aboard.
Yeah, we liked her that day, and she fooled us. I thought she'd do it on the front end. She did it from off the pace, and I thought she was beaten midway on the turn, was able to rally back. This was Charlie Marquez, first win?
Yeah,
so gets it done here. Good seat on this rider here late, kind of working up between horses. Sierra Leona, once again, I don't know if she's as fast as Swirly Shirley. Towson has been showing some speed. I think she's going to have to make it that stalking trip again to get it done. But I go outside with Swirly Shirley, dropping back, just faced tougher the last couple. I think she can dictate in here, mainly for the fact that Towson is caught inside. I don't know, Towson has had some issues in the past of getting out of the gate. She's been a little bit over rank. You see that a couple times in some steadying. Yeah, she's gotten cleanly from outside post the last couple. What will she do down inside? So Swirly Shirley gets the jump. I think she can take this field coast to coast.
All right, I use the 8. She's getting a class relief today. We like the same 3 on top. The 4 I use in the mix there. Cash Register for Wayne Potts. Katie Davis will ride. Beaten favored her last 2 at Charlestown. This will be her first start here at Laurel Park, and she had a nice win at Charlestown against Beaten Nickel Company back in October, and then no good her last 2. And she's up against it here. 5-year-old mare by the Factor. Wayne Potts just trying to find a level for her here at Laurel Park, and the spot might be too tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to make of her. Off track should work. Indian Charlie on the bottom side. She had a really good kind of winner in the spring last year. Right? She was rolling right along. They reach in, grab her for 20, and then you don't see her for a few months. So question marks about for Cash Register. I think she's going to be forward. She's going to have to show that she can bring some finish. She hasn't shown it as of late. She has to get back to that prior form.
You have a 12-1 shot there in the mix. The 5, let me slide by you for owner, trainer Bobby Plummer. Lightweight assignment, 115 with the Bug Avery Wisman aboard. Or a real big second against Open 8,000 company, 2 back, and then the starter, 2 tough. So this 6-year-old mare getting a little class relief today.
Exactly. I think she holds value in there. Definitely a user underneath in your exactas. If the speeds falter, she can certainly pick up a piece. The Music Maker race, the Lady Terp race, they work for me against this particular group.
All right, so nice wide open nickel there. Race 7 to kick off the late daily double. Let's check out race 8, the finale. It's Quinella time in race 8. Low 10% takeout on that Quinella. Last live race, every racing day, we have the Quinella. Let's check out race 8, 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000 filly mares 4 and up, never won 2 lifetime. The 4, too much minutia. Your 9-5 morning line favorite in this event, Katie Davis on this filly by Gemologist for Jamie Ness. Beaten favored last out on a sloppy track, but that was against 16,000 to life. Ran a 45 that day. Beaten favorite at 4-5, but now a double drop to the nickel today. That 45 good enough at this level, right?
Yeah, that's about what it's probably going to take to win it. But eerily similar form, right? Vampish did the same thing. Vampish was claimed off of that poor effort drop, was beaten as the even money favorite. I'm going to come right back with Vampish, though. Ferrier off the claim has been strong. Cintron stays, and this horse's best race ever was on and off track. Maybe Vampish can make amends here, chasing the speed of the 2 Damazella and the 6 Lady Loose. They'll be out there. But, Ness, this is not uncommon. He's done well in his career with these kind of drops. He's about 26% overall. But Vampish, I think, might give you a little bit better value here in the nightcap. 3, 4, 5, 1. Chicken Dinner, I liked her last time, just took way too far back and came extremely wide to get up. Questionable there, but I think she plays against this field.
Yeah, she gets McCarthy. Good second on a muddy track last out for the 5 Chicken Dinner. We like the same 4 filly mares there in race 8. That's it. We're out of time. Big 8-race program today gets underway in about 33 minutes now, 32 minutes for the first race. The playoff action in the sports book for you this afternoon on that 75-foot LED wall. Grab a couch, grab a table. I might have to sneak down there a couple times a day, check out the action.
Absolutely. It's a good little spot there. You got the bar right there. Order some food and enjoy all the action. That's what it's about.
Yep. Sam, the bartender, she'll take good care of you in there. That's it. We're out of time. Dave Robin coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.